Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're live. All right. Hey, everyone. It is Tuesday. You are here with Marissa and Leslie at Pug Nation. We're going to bring you just a few of our kids. Not the whole room because there's a lot. And the kids are a little rambunctious today. So we'll start with Squash.
So Squash, I believe, is about 4 years old. She is on the younger side. She came in as a stray, very horrible skin, very skinny, but with the food we're giving them, she looks great. She was on special meds, special baths, and now she's not on any of them. She does great with other dogs. The only reason she's separated right now is because she has the symptoms of an upper respiratory, so we just don't want that to continue to spread because we do have a few dogs that are sick. But does great with other dogs. When it does get a little rowdy, like any other dog, she does get in some fights, but mostly when it gets rowdy.
She doesn't back down, but she, what can I say? Like, she's not vicious.
Right.
Look at those teepees. Squashy. Look at your teepees.
Thank you for the insight.
Next door is Fiero.
Alright. This handsome devil.
He looks good in yellow, Les.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He's about. Let's see how old you are, Monkey.
Do you think he's like 3 now, Les?
Yeah, he's about 3 years old. He was an over surrender because he showed some behavioral issues. I think he bit. But he's a sweet dog. He's really, really sweet. Loves people. Very loyal. A big backyard would probably be a good home too, or just somebody that would be able to take him on multiple walks a day.
He'd be one for like hikes and stuff too. Oh, here we go. It shut out for a second.
Okay.
What was I saying?
That he would be good on hikes.
Yeah, because he's a pretty sturdy for a pug, but I think he's mixed with something we don't know. But yeah. He's pretty sturdy, and like Les said, a great.
And he's young. Alrighty, who's next?
Cisco's adopted, but
adopted.
He's handsome. Okay, there we go. Sorry, you guys.
Mel. Oh no, not Mel. Maple. Hey, Monkey. I believe she was an owner relinquished because they didn't have time for her.
That's usually the story.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because of the high numbers that she's not getting along with the other dogs, so she got separated. She also has Giardia, so of course we want to separate her from the other dogs so the others don't get it, because that spreads really quickly.
To dogs and humans.
Yes, so be careful. I mean, she seems like a pretty good dog. Maybe a foster to adopt if you have others, just to be sure that, you know, she is isn't dog aggressive at the home.
She's been pretty mellow the last week or so because I don't think she's feeling well either.
No, I don't think a lot of our dogs are feeling well.
But that's Maple. And then another handsome. Look at this guy. Snoopy. Oh, Les. He's so cute. This is unfortunately his 3rd time here. The last time he was relinquished was for, we'll just be honest, he bit. And he kind of has,
a kid.
Yeah, he bit a kid. So he has a bit of a history of biting. We don't really know what it is. You know, sometimes they just get into those spaces because they're overly protective of themselves because something happened to them prior to us getting them. So we, you know, just compassion, patience for him. He does have some crate aggression. So when we clean their pens, we put them up in their own crate so that we can deep clean their area. And he's good once he gets in there, but as soon as you close the door, he gets a little rowdy. So might need some training there. He just needs time. He's one of those kids that, you know, typically we say give him like 2 to 3 weeks to decompress and get used to your schedule and used to being in a home. He'll probably need that much time, if not more, especially because he's just been bounced around so much. I personally don't have any issues with him. He lets me come in and out of his room and he doesn't get upset. But I know there's a couple staff members here, like at dinner time. Poor Michael. Like, Michael can't get in here and get his bowl because Snoopy will either hide it under his bed or guard it on his bed and then growl. So,
I feel like he's a lot of talk too. Like, he'll bark at me, and I'll go in and he's barking at me like if he's gonna bite me, and I just pick up his plate and then he looks at me like confused.
Yeah,
But
his bark definitely sounds
scarier
vicious,
than it should.
but he's not. It's not.
Right.
So, I love this kid. He's great.
Cool, yeah.
Definitely an only dog, home, no children at all.
No.
And I feel like he would do well with somebody that's either works from home or is home often, because I think he just craves that one-on-one so much.
He's gonna end up.
We were told that he doesn't like the word no.
By the
that
last
upsets
owner.
him. So
Maybe a home too, not an apartment, because she says that he barks a lot.
yeah.
Too.
Well, and I think just having a yard also, like
Would
a
help
private
him
yard for him.
Yeah, toys for that help stimulate his brain too. I think that's what he. Did you like the word toys?
Look at how
Your head
handsome
came up
he
when I said
is.
toys.
Snoopy.
You're looking at me like you want a new toy.
2 to 3 years old, less
About.
in the neighborhood.
I would say more like 3 to 4.
Oh, Snoop.
Alrighty, so in here we have.
Hold on, I'm trying to pinch this closed and I can't do it. Can you help me, Les? I do this every time.
Girl,
I don't know what I did. Oh, thank you, Les.
you're welcome. Okay, so over here we got Puck. Come here now.
See, here's the barking.
He doesn't settle with water either. We have spray bottles to help break up fights and things like that, but it doesn't help. So this is Puff. Puff was an owner relinquishment. From what I understood, the person that brought him took her from another situation. She said that she was fine when she got her, but then started noticing this twitch that she
Yeah,
has.
her little left hand twitches.
Well, it's her whole body. It just so happens her arm is different, so you can see it. But unfortunately, she also told me that when she was a puppy, someone kicked her. So it probably is a reason. We're not sure yet what it is. She still needs to get her wellness exam, but this is her. She's
She
about
has such a great
5 months old.
face. Just a little baby. She's really sweet.
She
and
loves to be cuddled.
Yeah, I was just
Look,
about to
look.
say.
Oh my goodness, baby! Oh my goodness.
It's just, we don't know if the kick was accidental or intentional, but it really, being with this rescue for as long as I've been here, it's still always amazing to me that these kids, after all they go through, still find a way to trust new humans. Like, it's just amazing how they're just so resilient, and I don't know how anybody could hurt any animal, but especially a baby. And I'm gonna start crying. It's just sad.
Yeah,
It's really sad.
I think that's what I love about working here is we get to help them.
Yeah.
You know? And then they go to wonderful homes, and you know you had a part in it. You know.
Look at her she has like a little grumpy mouth.
You're so grumpy.
She's so cute. She's so sweet, you guys.
She's separated because she has sniffles. So again, something's going around, and we don't want it to spread.
Mama!
Tiana? Is this Tiana?
Uh-huh.
This monkey doesn't have a. Oh, she does have a tail, but it's messed up. It is messed up.
Oh yeah, those paper ones are
I
hard to.
think she's about 11 months.
She's a little baby.
Yeah, no, 11 months. That wouldn't make sense. She's almost a year. I can't see it, but she's a baby. She was an owner relinquished. I'm assuming the same thing, like just not enough time, especially for a puppy. For a puppy, you need to be home a lot.
And
Or people
patience.
take them home,
Lots of
to work.
patience, yeah.
I got lucky. I got to bring Rosie to work. Hi.
It's bring your dog to work day every day here.
Yeah. But a lot of energy. She's also separated, as you can see. She has sniffles. So being in this environment, upper respiratories are just what it is.
Yeah, it's normal. She's good with other dogs too, by the way. She was in Gen Pop until she got sick. She can be a little timid when I'm sorry, I'm trying to get her, but she's busy. She can be a little timid and standoffish if there's a lot of kiddos around her and there's a lot of action, but other than that, she's awesome. Oh, Tiana. Erica asked, is Snoopy good with other dogs? I would say most likely no.
I think he didn't have an issue with the dogs when we put him in general population, just the amount of dogs that were there, and naturally the other dogs are curious of him. They swarmed him, but it wasn't like he tried to attack him. He was just running from him.
I feel like it would need to be a situation where...
I think it would benefit him because he would see the behaviors of another dog.
I'm just trying to figure out, Les, if he would be better like as the main dog and you bring one in, or vice versa.
I think vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he wants to learn from the other dog versus teach the other dog.
Yeah.
Or it would be best for him to learn from the other dog.
Erica, thank you for the question. We appreciate it. Poppy.
Poppy is...
I think she's 3, Les?
Yes, 3 years old. So from what I heard, Poppy was abandoned at a park. Mm-hmm. She was there for a couple of days before somebody took her to a shelter. Thankfully, or that shelter then took her to the vet. They didn't have the resources for her issue, so they were going to euthanize her. But what are the chances that one of our ex-employees works there?
Who was it?
Orlando.
Oh.
And then she contacted Gwen, and now Poppy's here. Poppy is a special needs dog. She will need to be expressed several times throughout the day. So that's something we're more than happy to show you how to do.
She's actually been pooping on her own and has started to pee a little on her own, but you still want to double check that bladder because kids like her are very, very prone to UTIs.
Yeah, she's very loyal to people. She loves people. But
look at her staring at you.
I know, it's making me like...
She's falling in love.
Yeah. She's not blinking. Okay.
IVDD?
Yes. She does walk a little bit, but not enough for like to take her out for a walk. Poppy does not do well with other dogs, period. She wants to be the only one getting attention, so only dog home.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to keep them separated and you know.
That's hard.
Sorry, monkey.
Okay, so Erica Rushing checked in with a great question. We have Diane, I hope I don't butcher your last name, Waxmansky. And then Millie. Hello, Millie Rubidoux. How are you? What happened? Wait, I gotta just look at this handsome man here, Matthew. Hi, Matthew. Matthew's 13 years old. He was, I believe, a stray at the shelter. He first got here. He was so scared, and he bit staff, and it was hard to hook his leash to take him on his ISO walks. But now he lets me, like, hi, Papa. He lets me roughhouse with him and love on him. He's awesome. Look at that face. Matthew. I love you, Papa Bear. I love you. Okay.
Okay, so here we have our Freebird kids. Snowman is amazing. I love Snowman.
Oh, yeah.
Snowman is about... How old are you, Papas? How old are you, my love? About 3 years old. He came from the shelter, most likely a stray. Did not like being handled. He still doesn't like being picked up. He prefers... Well, like, he's a great dog.
I'll say again, though, it kind of depends because
He's smart.
when he trusts you, he'll let you kind of maneuver with him.
Pop. Pop. Thank you.
Good job, Snowman.
He's really affectionate too. When he trusts you. Let me see if he'll do it with me right now. He's a great dog. Anybody that loves mixes, I don't know where this came from. It's been there for a minute. But look, he lets me like mess with him. Only certain people can do that. He likes being scratched. And then he'll do this.
Oh.
Look,
He
look.
Les, he reminds me of Captain in the face.
Yeah. Look. Oh. So he just needs to get used to you. Like, he wasn't used to us. He didn't like us. But
I think it was more because we say this every time we talk about Snowman. I think his circumstances were pretty terrible. Michael and I were discussing, like, we think maybe he was either isolated and left alone for long periods of time, because when he first got here, he wouldn't eat, and he would take his food bowl and hide it under his blanket and then lay on top of it, as if, like, it just seemed like he didn't know when he was ever going to get fed again, so he was saving it for when he was really hungry. But he's really come out of his shell since he's been here, which they all do. When they all understand that they're in a safe space and that we love them and we're here to take care of them, they really start to open up and let us in and show their personality like this guy here is doing.
He loves toys. I can go on all day about how great Snowman is. Oh, God,
We do notice when we have visitors, he gets, he barks quite a lot and has the same kind of bark that Snoopy does, where it sounds really aggressive, but he's never bit anyone, as far as I know, right?
Right.
So, you know, I could see him being a little protective of his home once he gets into one, but not where people couldn't come into the house or anything like that.
Right.
For the most part, he's good with other dogs. He's here in Freebird. Obviously, there's dogs in here, but when he was in Gen Pop, he got kind of, I want to say, like, railroaded a little bit in there. Like, he was pushed around, and sometimes the kids would gang up on him and corner him, and so he would do good with another dog in the home, but places like dog parks and stuff, you'd probably want to just really watch him because he gets nervous.
That's great.
How about Tangy?
All right, so this is Tangelo. I believe Tangelo's about 13.
I think so.
13 years old. He is blind and I believe deaf. So anytime one of these kids bumps into him, it's an issue. And he's not one to put down either.
He's a biter of the kids, not people, but he's startled, so it makes sense, you know.
Yeah. He was found by one of the other girls that works here at a Starbucks. Apparently he was there for a couple of days. He was in pretty bad condition. Now he's pretty much just living the life, sleeping all day, having great food.
Wearing pajamas.
Christmas pajamas too. Like, he doesn't care about the season.
Look at him. Look at those feet.
He does this really cute thing during feeding. He'll kick his back feet.
Oh my God, I saw that yesterday.
Yes. You've never seen it until yesterday?
Yeah.
It's great. He just
every time he barks, he like kicks and then kind of bounces backwards a little bit.
And then he'll bark and then kick. Yeah, it's a whole little routine. But it's strange how, well, I guess he could be smelling the food.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought maybe it was weird because he can't really hear what's going on or see it. But this is what he does most of the day. I think he would do fine in any home. No rambunctious dogs, maybe. That'll be bouncing all over him.
Yeah, no, I would say.
More like seniors.
Seniors, yeah. Look at how handsome my Montague is.
I saw the video of them playing.
Oh, the bitey face battles? I know. Look how handsome this guy is. I can't believe, Les, he's going to be 15 this year.
What?
Monty.
You don't look a day over 2.
Mama. How about our friend Bobbert?
Okay, so this is Bobby, a.k.a. Robert. Bobby is in his senior years. I can't remember how old he was.
Les, I think he's like 10 or something, because we were discussing this the other day. I thought he was like 13, because he's been around forever and ever, but I think he's only like 10 or so.
Right. Like I said, he is a senior, mostly blind, or blind completely. He's a megasophagus dog, which means he eats on a chair. Yeah. On the chair, you'll feed him small portions, and then let him sit there for, I think, like 15 to 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. After that, he can come out. This is pretty much what he does most of the day. We are keeping a close eye on him because he seems to have declined. Yeah. But he's a senior dog. Yeah. So it just so happens.
And for those who are not familiar with the megasophagus, disease. It's basically if they don't sit upright and eat the food correctly, it'll go down the wrong pipe, and then it causes pneumonia. They could. This is kind of graphic, but they could vomit, but also can choke on their vomit. Snowman, hey. 1 second, sir. They could choke on their vomit, so it's very important that he's fed upright and in small, like meatball-sized pieces at a time. Snowy! No, sir. We're trying to talk in here, handsome. Can you get that handsome Donovan over there, Les?
Yeah.
I love this kid.
All right, so do you want to talk about him? You can't even see his face.
I know. That's what I love. I don't remember how he got here, Les. I think he was at the shelter as a stray. Snowy. I think he's 9 or 10 years old. He is blind. We think he might be deaf as well. But he's the most loving kiddo of all time, and he loves to be held and snuggled, and he's not much for walking. He's got some spinal issues, so his back legs are pretty weak, but he can still, enough for him to get around. He's great with other dogs, super mellow. He'd be a really great couch potato, or great to take in a stroller for long walks. And
look at that face.
He's got a great face, little Donovan.
I can't get him.
I think he's going to foster. Is that right, Les?
I think we're waiting to see about his health.
Gotcha.
Before that.
Yeah, he hasn't really been eating no matter what we feed him. But he also has been battling an upper respiratory almost since he got here. And when they don't feel well, just like humans, food doesn't appeal to them. So we're just going to kind of see how he does. But look at that face, Donovan. I think it's detached retinas, because if you look in his eyes, he doesn't have like the typical blind dog eyes. But I think it's the detached retinas. So,
is that what Phineas has?
Donovan.
Alrighty, so those are those kiddos. We're gonna go to the
Okay. Snowman.
I know.
Okay. Hello, Hua. How are you? Oh, she need to see if you. Oh, she went to Pug Yoga. Hua.
Oh. Do you want to talk about Virgil?
Oh,
I'm very busy. Okay. So here we have Virgil. Virgil is. How old is Virgil?
He's 11.
11 years old. He came to us. Somebody surrendered him at a shelter due to behavioral issues. He does nip. Doesn't really like being touched, but he grows to a certain person, seeing them often. He's very treat motivated. He likes toys too. So he kind of just takes a minute to grow on you.
Yeah, I'll say I think it took me about a year for him to finally trust me.
Trying to trust me.
But I'm not full time either, so it took him a minute. But now he lets me, like I do his eye meds every time I'm here, and he lets me pet him now. But when he starts to give a little side eye, then I know like he's had enough. He's like a cat that way.
Yeah. He's kind of like the dog that you want to help, but that's an individual. So he's a cat, like I always say. So that's Virgil. The kiddos over here, these are Orly's pups that are still available for adoption. There's 4 of them. They're, 60% pug, I think? They were a high percentage of pug.
Yeah.
So you're still getting a pug. Just a surprise to see how they will make when they get older.
Yes.
But they are mostly small breed mixes. So that's that.
Okay.
Over here we got Supergirl. Well, you can't really see her. She's under Gwen's desk. But do you want to talk about Supergirl?
So Sorry, Gwen, you're eating lunch.
It's okay. Hi, everybody.
Oh,
Supergirl. She's a kicker. She's been with us a year. Great news. We have someone coming Friday that's been approved, and she may go to a foster to adopt to see if she gets along with the other dog. She's dog selective, but I feel like she's getting a lot better, and she's a complete love. A complete love.
And she was born with deformities, so she cannot stand upright. Her arms and legs kind of flail out. But let me tell you, she's fast for like not having normal limbs.
I think definitely outside on the grass she gets better traction. And here it's a little slippery, but she does okay. See,
She's
she
doing
loves
good
the
with
dump.
Gump. Thank you. Gumpy's so easy too.
Look at her little tail.
She likes Rosie too. They'll run around together.
Tail wag.
Her little nub. Are you playing with the gum?
Thank you, Gwen.
Thanks, Glenn.
She's a lover.
Dumbledore is amazing. Look at his little legs. He shouldn't be jumping. He has, I think, a fracture in one of his arms
In shoulder, yeah.
and shoulder, so he needs to be on bed rest. He does fine with the other dogs, but he needs to be on bed rest.
Yeah.
He is about 4 years old. Needs a couple more weeks before he can be let out, but he does fine with the other dogs.
He's very loving too. Loves to be snuggled and cuddled.
Yeah.
and
Don't want to stay over there for too long because
He gets, yeah.
this is Fernando. Fernando's not feeling well, so he's gonna go to the vet. He looks like shit. But he's gonna go to the vet. We'll have more information on to how he is doing.
Yes. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this correct. Ian Murray is asking about the special needs bonded pair. This is the only bonded pair we have, right? Is these two?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure, Ian, if this is who you're asking about, but we have Harold and Maud.
Maud looks a lot more scared than usual.
Yeah, but you know what? It's just the kids
just
are
too much.
so rambunctious in the Gen Pop. She was another one that didn't want to be pet or touched when she first got here. Like, she tried to nip a couple of staff members, but again, there was one night I was working and she wasn't eating, and so I went in here and just sat with her, and all she wanted was to just be in my lap and be held. So I think once she understands, again, that she's in a safe place and we're going to take good care of them, she kind of relaxed, and she never tried to bite once. So these two are definitely bonded. They cry when they're separate from each other, so they must go home together. I
Yeah.
forget how old they are, Les.
I don't know either.
They're definitely like middle-aged to senior.
Yeah. She looks young.
Well, Chihuahua too, you know. They have the key to the fountain of youth.
Yes.
Really?
This is Rui. I don't know about Rui.
And you know what? I think Rui came from the shelter. I feel like this might have been a kiddo that Maddie brought.
He's
So
8 years old.
yeah, I think he came from inland, but he's here because he also isn't feeling so well and is contagious. We had him in Freebird for a while before he came over here, and he's good with other dogs, but also kind of indifferent. Like, if the other dogs are there, fine. If they're not, he's fine. So he would probably be good in a home either by himself or with another mellow kiddo.
He looks like your kid without the fangs.
Oh, Mama?
Yeah.
He does, huh?
Yeah. Alrighty, those are our kids for today. There's
Yes.
just way too many, and it can be a little overwhelming to show everybody.
Yeah.
Hopefully next week's a little, or the week after is a little better, and we can show you a lot more dogs. But, yeah.
Okay. Any announcements?
We have 2 events this month. We have the Manhattan Beach Just Food for Dogs adoption fair, or like, you know, we're gonna have dogs there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Like a biz gig. Busy.
I'm trying to remember the other one, but to be honest, it's not coming to me. So just check out our events on Facebook and it'll be there.
Facebook and our website, pugnationla.org. And
You'll also be able to see our dogs.
yes. Last thing I always like to plug, this is a good view from here. Our hippo program. So basically we have restarted the hippo program. We had to kind of go on hiatus for a bit because of COVID. But what we do is if you're interested and have already fulfilled your volunteer hours, which I believe is 6 to 8 hours required, you can come into the hippo program. And basically what we do is assign a kiddo to you that needs a little extra love and attention. Maybe someone like Rui, maybe someone like, Fiero has a hippo, but kiddos like that need just a little extra attention. And all we require is that you come spend at least 1 hour a week with them. We have journals, so if you want to write down what kind of day you had together or personality traits that you see forming, if once they get adopted, that journal does go home with them. Of course, if they never get adopted, you could just stay their friend forever. So if you're interested, you can email us and we'll get some more information to you. I think that's all for now. So thanks everybody for checking in and for the great questions. And look at this handsome guy here, Popcorn, who happens to have a popcorn bow tie on.
He's very
Popcorn!
A lot of people want him.
Yeah, he's great. Thank you for your shares, your likes. Thank you for donations, whether it's monetary or items. The shares help us in a big way too. We appreciate all the support. We will check in with you again in a couple weeks. Ian's asking, we are actually located in Carson, so we're not too far from Long Beach. Okay, everybody, have a great Tuesday. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll check in with you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.